best wrestling podcast in the world. Fact, the road-wearing, original Pete, the believing, power of positivity, keeping it Rollins, the Summit. Fact, the homicidal, the genocidal, the ECW loving, daring young creeping, Mr. No Days Off, Scott. Fact, the biscuit and gravy eating, Naomi loving, lunatic craving, the melting pot, JP, and you can bank on that. Fact, the Bailey hugging, the interrupting, the Jaeger drinking, mouth of the Carolinas, Lil Steven. Fact.
It's a new day. Yes, it is.
I miss you, Darren Young. Little Steven, Darren Young, in a evening gown match with Pat Patterson. Little Steven gets a little French-Canadian in him. If Jeff Hardy's going to face Jay Leno in a steel chairs match, people are just jealous because I got skills.
Here's my issue. Is it worse to get beat by one midget or three? Little Steven in a beer drinking contest with Naomi. I had this big issue with people. I don't want to sound like an idiot.
Just kept it Rollins. Jimmy Hart,
Triple H,
X-Pac against Lil Steven in a microphone on a pole match. Anything can happen. Lightweight. If you don't want it, then don't bark it.
We're 3-man band. That's horrible. I don't want to make you look bad.
You're fired, sir. When you want to hear me mess up, they're in Radioland. When you want to hear me not mess up, I did not know that. Wow. Wrestling with Attitude. When you want your beer, awesome.
Yes, when you want your beer awesome, you call Wrestling Attitude. I don't know why we do that every week, but yes, we make your beer awesome because you watch this show, and we have a great big box of Booty-O's.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. Anyway,
Courtesy.
that's great.
Courtesy of a $5, a Booty-O box that does not include cereal.
Well, welcome to Wrestling with Attitude. Of course, I am the Summit of Wrestling. Joining me today, what?
The Summit of Wrestling?
Well, I mean,
when did that happen?
It happened last week. It's the peak of the Summit, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, Summit Wrestling joining me today.
That sounds dirty. Peak of the Summit sounds really dirty.
Yeah. Hey, watch your mouth. My sister's on this show. Anyway, that, of course, is Little Steven. Adjust my title.
Will you please? Oh, it doesn't want to be your title anymore, Mr. Candlelight. It's refusing you.
There you go. I fixed the tile for you. Is that better? Anyway. Hey, we aim to please on this show. As you can tell, all our Periscopians out there, thank you for joining in once again. What are you waving at?
I was
like you
going,
are you saluting?
Periscopians, you're cool.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get into top 5 of the week because I know the gentlemen and ladies on the Periscope can't wait to mention who our top 5 romances are.
I wonder who James's top 1 is.
Oh, yeah. Everybody
can't wait.
Actually, I think you guys don't get messed up. Okay, do not. Here's the rule. First, let me go ahead and play the music, then I'll go over that.
WWA Sound Off, where your voice can be heard.
Sound off. Let them know how you feel. If the anger inside is real. Sound off.
Okay, Sound Off is where we list our top 5 of the week. This week's top 5 is top 5 your bromances of wrestling. That means nobody don't list our top 5. I want to hear your top 5 because we're going to we'll tell y'all our top 5. We understand that?
Oh yeah.
And of course, my top 3 everybody already knows, so we're all good there. Anyway, you ready for this? What?
Yeah. Mr. Campbell.
You can go ahead. You already know what my number 1 is, dude. You can, as we go around the table between two of us, you can say who you think we are. But I want to know who's y'all's are.
I wish JP was here for this one, but number 5, since you guys have been talking about it lately, I'm starting to like Luke Gallows here.
What?
I'm liking Luke Gallows. I always liked Luke Gallows,
What?
even when he was with CM Punk.
You like biscuit and gravy?
No, I'm talking after Festus. I'm talking Luke Gallows when he was with the Straight Edge Society. I thought he was cool. He was kind of like, you watched for CM Punk, but you liked what the Straight Edge Society was doing in the background. You know what I mean? Like I was a fan of his. So
He's on my.
So it's your number 5?
That's my number 5.
Does anybody on Periscope have number 5?
Does anybody got anybody?
Number
Shared
5.
us on Facebook. Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, any top, come on, bromances. I know you guys, it's okay. It's okay to let your feelings out. We're going to talk about our romances here. And then we'll never talk about this segment ever again.
This will be done. This will be the last time we do this.
Yeah, we'll never talk about it again.
Who actually came up with this top 5? Hey, intern Stephanie.
You came up with
Actually,
this.
no, it's my intern Sarah. Sarah, really? You got to come up with this? Yes. What?
Okay,
She did.
First off, work on that.
Oh, I can't do impressions. It's amazing. But anyway.
I'm in a glass case of emotion. I know. I am too. Sean. He's got my vote. I'm sorry. Sean's got my vote.
All right, right now, it's pretty tight between him. Jerry Lawler and his pacemaker.
Oh, that is wrong.
Really?
All right, what's your 5? I'm really looking forward to this.
All right. Listen. All right. I'm really embarrassed to say this. My number 5. That's too funny. My number 5 is Scott Steiner.
Hold on. Time out.
No,
Time
listen.
out. Time out. What's Scott Steiner? Which one?
Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner. Because, no, here's why. Because I love the character. I thought the character was awesome.
Okay.
I really did. Now, I mean, when you're 300 pounds and you're 300 pounds of steroids, you know.
And you can't talk worth anything.
But the character was really good. I thought,
It was.
Big Bad Booty Daddy and, everything else.
For the time, it was
It was good.
It was a good character.
I liked the Scott Steiner character back then. He couldn't wrestle or anything, but it was a good character.
Yeah.
It was bad. Crash Holly. There you go. I like that. I like Crash Holly.
I like Crash Holly.
Rest in peace, Crash.
Yeah.
I'm just back up to 1999 watching Raw and stuff again.
Oh, yeah?
So he just introduced Crash Holly, which I still... Listen, JP doesn't know this. Melting Pot doesn't know this. I think Bob Holly is one of the most underrated guys in wrestling.
Bob Holly?
Yeah. His character was great during Attitude Era.
Look, say what you want about the Job Squad. There was a few people on there, like Al Snow, boring, horrible person. He has a new thing out, the Al Snow Put You to Sleep. He really does. But, Too Cold Scorpio and Bob Holly just were good.
But, going back to my top 5, Scott Steiner, okay?
It's my 4th.
Yeah, well, Scott Steiner, I wasn't done yet. When I played video games, the one guy I always added to WWE video game was Scott Steiner. Mm-hmm. I just always did.
I understand. Steven Richards? Okay, I will agree with that one.
Really? Stevie Richards?
I love the blue meanies with JoJo's.
Jeffrey has a... No, I don't. I'm not. Now, he might.
Nah, I'm good.
Steven might do it. All right, number 4.
I'm not Scott who wants to rub oil on Tommy Dreamer. That's right, Scott.
Really? So Jeffrey said that number 5 for him.
Steven Richards.
Steven Richards. All right. I get it.
Hey, come on, man. It's the big Stevie, the Stevie Bomb, man. He's better than Kevin Nash.
Oh, all right. I know you didn't say that. Who you got number 4?
You know what? I'm going with Too Cold Scorpio. I don't know why.
Too Cold Scorpio.
Dude, Flash Funk.
That's your bromance?
I always loved watching him. Always loved watching him and his, what is it, the 450?
450.
Dude, no one did a better 450 splash than he did. I'm sorry. I believe he did the best. He was always entertaining to watch. That's why I put him on here, because he was one of those guys he's on. Oh, I got to, I'll be fast forwarding through 96 Raw, and I'm like, nope, got to watch this match. Got to watch it. I like him. Not as Too Cold Scorpio. He's better as Slash Funk.
Mr. Ken Light said the IOD's Kurgan. All right.
Now we're getting too far here.
All right, number 4 for me. This will be a surprise. Maybe not. CM Punk.
Oh, wow. Didn't see that one
Sean
coming.
said Mark Henry's Central Chocolate.
Hey.
All right.
Hey, man. You and Mae Young have something in common.
If you haven't seen him with Camp WWE, please do. It's great.
Oh, God.
Him eating chocolate cake was great this
Oh,
past
God,
week.
that was horrible.
But anyway, going back to top 5. Yes, CM Punk's my number 4.
No way.
Wait, do you expect him higher? CM
No,
Punk, the wrestler, of course.
Or the
Hands up.
commentator. He had one time as a commentator.
Who was fat guy with DX who came out for? That's Big Dick Johnson.
Yeah, Big Dick Johnson, man.
Yeah.
You're going to put him on there?
That's his number 4 bromance. All right. I'm glad we're all taking this serious.
This is awesome.
Anyway, this is
We're
number 4.
actually telling our bromances here. They're just giving these bad ones.
The fat guy was
That guy was China. Yeah, does China count as a bromance?
No. Number 3 for you then. By the way, CM Punk, I'm a huge fan, so that's the reason, before he left, me and JP, the melting pot. So anyway, who's number 3 for you?
All right, got to go with Shawn Michaels. I'm talking 91, 92 Shawn Michaels. Mr. Coming Out by himself or with Sensational Sherry. Just always had to watch the guy. It was cool.
You said that really creepy.
Yeah, I know.
One of our creepers is on the show today. I'm just pointing
watching.
out it's that guy.
Like, I was not that big into heels, but I was into Shawn Michaels.
Oh, all right. Please say that one more time.
Nope, never saying it again.
Okay, what minute?
By the way, no, don't you even dare.
11-minute mark. Remind me.
This episode never
80
airs
girls.
again.
No.
This is a one-time episode.
This is going on a sweeper. In case you didn't know, everything we say is going on a sweeper, especially what you just said. You want to be inside Shawn Michaels.
I did not say that.
Shawn Michaels.
No, I did not say that at all.
Before he lost his smile.
Before he...
Can you play?
Why
please
is
say
it
that
every week?
Can you wait to say that when JP's in the
'cause
room?
JP says, "Oh, I never hear that at all," and then I'm like, "He says it every week."
Yeah.
Before he lost this.
Number 3 for me, of course, nobody will be surprised. It's the fangirl moment 4 of the week. Seth Rollins is number 4.
You mean 3?
3, yeah. Seth Rollins is number 3. Kurt Angle.
Like
So entertaining.
bald Kurt Angle or hair?
It doesn't
Kurt
matter.
Angle?
So you got a bromance on Kurt Angle. All right. That's good. Seth Rollins for me, there's no explanation. The man is just a great wrestler.
Yeah.
And he's the new favorite, man. He's good. I have been cheering for Seth Rollins since the Shield days. All right, so
I'll give you that, man. You've been cheering for this guy for a long time.
Macho Man Randy Savage. Well, we didn't say how great he was. I just said, who's your bromance? Jeffrey,
Maybe he likes Macho Man. You never know.
Number 2 for you.
I'm going to go with Edge. Yeah.
Why Edge, number 2?
Okay, first off, why are you giving me all these questions? All right, I don't ask you why you like CM Punk, why you like Seth Rollins.
No, you do.
No, I don't.
All right.
You just decided to explain
No,
it.
I was just asking if there's a reason that you like him.
I mean, yeah, he's the better part of Edge and Christian.
How dare you, sir? Oh, wow.
You asked for it.
You just
What do you want me to say? Tyson Tonko?
I'm gonna
Want
play.
me to say something?
I'm going to play another clip here later of my interview. Number 2 for me.
I'm sorry.
This might be a surprise, but number 2 for me was Damien Sandow.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Number 2 is Damien Sandow.
Okay.
Sandow's number 2.
All right.
Just because who's number 1 and you're
My
understand
number
what you
1
said.
is Glacier. Glacier.
Steven, top 5 people kicked out of
Steven from
faction
the
Steven from the Creepers.
I wasn't even invited.
No, they don't have you in that. Who's your number 1? Go ahead, say Chris Jericho, because that's who it is. It should, you didn't put Chris Jericho in your top 5.
I mean, yeah, I didn't.
Vince McMahon, number 1.
He put Gurr.
Really? Mr. Ken like Undertaker's his bromance.
Wait, like Undertaker nowadays?
It doesn't matter. It's Undertaker. So anyway, who?
I put Triple H.
The Mountie. Sean said the Mountie.
The Mountie.
You got Triple H?
Yeah.
somewhere?
Dude. Come on, man.
Like when? I mean, like early Triple H?
I'm talking 2002 to 2005 Triple H.
Okay, you're talking about just when.
Like
the
Evolution
Helmsley,
Triple H, like when he was
Goldberg, EC,
the
WCW.
guy.
Right?
Yeah, all right, I'd be all right.
But no, so Triple H after.
Yeah, not terrorizing Triple H, but
No. So Triple H that
Yeah.
after right with the McMahon Helmsley era,
yeah, basically,
All right.
yeah,
because that's basically when it started.
yeah.
All right. Well,
When he came back from his injury.
came back. Oh, that was before that.
Around, yeah. All right, here we go.
For number one for me,
Drum roll, please.
does
Oh.
it need to be a number one?
I like Sean's.
What?
Honestly, he says Ken Shamrock, late 90s.
I like that
I
one.
know that Ken Shamrock. Yeah.
Mine is this one. Hey,
You know,
there is nothing there. I'm telling you, you don't understand. At Charlotte, North Carolina, and Unforgiven, he comes out. Dude, I've got the peep sign, you name it. He's not a whiny little, you know what. Christian was great, dude. I love Christian.
yeah, sorry, Mr. Candle. I'm sorry you had to find out this way. Yeah, this guy really likes Christian.
I'm
James going to say doink the cloud.
Hey, in case I am the original peep, right?
Are you?
I've always been the original
Are
peep.
you?
Yes, I've always been the original peep.
Yeah. You know, for the longest time, I didn't know where he got the peeps from, and he's like, The Rock gave me, because I am the people's champ. I'm the new people's champ. No, you're not, Christian. You
No,
are
he
not
was.
the new people's
Actually,
champ.
Christian was the new people's champion. I mean, he was the better half of Edge and Christian.
I have to admit, I did like that gimmick when he was by himself, when he cut his hair, and when he went like all, like he was one of those bad guys. He was he was an underrated bad guy.
He was a very underrated bad guy. I love it to Peeps champ. I love it when he turned on Jericho
Diluted.
at WrestleMania 20. All right, when him and Trish got together, I was like, oh my goodness, he's gonna actually get a push as a champion because he was that good.
He really didn't.
But he didn't. Not until Edge left the company.
Yeah.
And he got one
And
later.
then we got the greatest wrestler ever to come out of that, Tyson Tonko.
My wife will tell you, no lie, when Christian came back from TNA to WWE, ECW, I jumped out of my seats watching him at home, all right, just because I was so excited. I was. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm a man. So, you know, I was very excited to see Christian back in WWE. And, you know, Sandow, hey, he's definitely in top 5, but Christian's where it started.
No, Christian's where it started. Yeah, we know.
Dude, I actually sat down with Steven one time and showed him the sign I made at a pay-per-view.
I think the first time me and him met,
1, 2, 3 kids.
this is an actual story. I think, like, we were talking about wrestling, and I was like, who's your favorite wrestler? And he says Christian. And this was like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yep.
I was like, no way. He's like, yeah, man, Christian's the best part of Edge and Christian and everything else. It should be Christian and Edge. Like, yeah, okay.
Yeah. So
And the Peep Show is probably the best.
the Peep Show was better than Cutting Edge. All right, I'm just saying. Peep Show was better than Cutting Edge.
I'll give you that.
And the Cutting Edge Peep Show just, no. Not
No,
the same.
it doesn't work well.
But they work so well off of each other as the Edge and Christian does. Anyway, that's our top 5 this week. Next week, top 5 is top 5 Cody Rhodes moments of all time.
Ooh.
Now we can do matches. I think moments would be better. And you can put matches in it if you want.
Okay.
But I'm gonna say moments all time because I can think of one right now. brown paper bag with the IC championship. Dashing Cody Rhodes segments, whatever.
All right.
Legacy. Just
So what did CM Punk say to Adam Copeland when he asked Punk out? Sorry, I'm straight edge.
Top 5 Christian moments? No, we're not doing that one next week. Well, top 5 Cody Rhodes.
We can do that one someday, though.
Honestly, I got about 4.
You can't even think of 5?
No, I could probably think of 5, but
come on, one more match. One more match, James.
Beating the Shield with his brother. But yeah, anyway, that's our top 5 for this week. You have anything else to say?
No, it was good.
You good with that?
We'll never talk and speak about this ever again. So.
Oh no, we're talking about this one other time. I don't know when, but we will talk about this again.
Kind of mad that the Melting Pot wasn't here. I wanted to hear his bromances. I mean, it's probably Ric Flair, but it's cool.
It's Ric Flair and Shawn Michaels. That's all you need to know. And he would add Naomi and Sasha, even though it's not.
Even though it's not allowed, but. And probably CM Punk, too. He probably
CM Punk would be there for him. He would definitely do that.
I'm surprised no one said Dolph Ziggler.
Mike would have said Dolph Ziggler.
Yes, he would.
I like Dolph Ziggler, but I've never been Christian.
You've never just been, yeah. I get it.
Anyway, this week, Raw was from Baltimore, Maryland. Rollins comes out. Virgil.
Oh, God.
He will claim his title back, he says. In case you didn't know, he is a heel again. Ric Flair before the second or third heart attack.
I'm trying to drink here. Oh, God.
Anyway. Rollins comes out, and, of course, he says that you don't have to keep up Periscope. I'll keep going in and out. But he comes out. He says he will claim his title back. He acts like a heel. Everybody cheers him. So I kind of get why he's not going to be. I'll talk about that. Reigns comes out. Shane comes out. Shane's books having a drinking problem. You got a drinking problem?
Yeah, when someone starts talking about heart attacks of Ric Flair, anyone's got a drinking problem.
Shane books Rollins versus Reigns at Money in the Bank. But where does it leave Styles? We don't talk about that. It's kind of like. Shane books Rollins and Reigns at Money in the Bank. Reigns never said anything, which was strange. Didn't say anything at all. So, but yeah, Rollins, you had a chance to go face. They're leaving him heel. I know they don't have enough heels. You really don't have enough faces either.
You really don't.
I mean, you look at Reigns, who nobody cares about. AJ Styles, people care about. Ambrose, and Sami Zayn. Cesaro, yeah, but, I mean...
Those are your top 5 faces in the company right now.
Did R. Kelly come out, too? Big closet. That's a good one. Sheamus backstage with Renee Young. Sammy versus Sheamus in a qualifying match for Money in the Bank. Sammy wins with the kick, the Helluva kick.
The Helluva.
Helluva.
Helluva kick. No, not Helluva.
It was a Helluva kick. Anyway, Sammy wins. He goes into the ladder match again, Money in the Bank. Renee Young with Apollo Crews. Sheamus beats up Crews. New Day comes out. They have a happy birthday cake for Raw. Social Outcasts come up and beat Raymond Reigns.
Come on, Raymond Reigns.
New Day versus Social Outcasts. New Day wins. They throw the cake in Slater's face. Can we please go ahead and get rid of Social Outcasts?
Why? They're so awesome. Here's my problem with Social Outcasts. You didn't do it right anyways. I mean, and then the whole thing with Adam Rose isn't helping either. You didn't replace the other member when you should have. You should have put someone in the Social Outcasts.
Well, don't forget they put Victor in it of Ascension.
And then he disappeared.
Then he got PED. He got suspended.
Like, this is the worst version of the Job Squad I've ever seen in my life. They're the Job Squad. They literally are. I mean, Slater is Al Snow right now. He is Al Snow. He's the leader of guys that will not get ever pushed. They are jobbers. And unfortunately, that's just how it is.
Well, hopefully next week we actually see a tag team match.
I hope so too.
No, no, they did win a single match. Social Outcast. God, Heath Slater won a match.
Yeah,
because
he
you
did.
remember
Yeah.
everybody congratulated him on finally winning a match in like 2 years.
Yeah.
His first win in like
First
2-3
time
years.
he's ever won.
So I just come on, do something else with these guys. I mean, this is not working. We're ready to move on.
Yeah.
It was on Raw. Yep. Then we had Miz and Cesaro in a qualifying match. I'm gonna get to this in a second. Cesaro wins with the neutralizer. But before I go any farther with that, I got to do my first one today.
Uh-oh.
If I can find it.
Wrestling with Attitude presents
Yeah, I'm gonna use
JP's Rants.
Here you go, JoJo.
Okay, my first rant this week. Why in the blue hell? In the blue hell.
Who are you, The Rock?
Did he ever say blue hell? Oh, I thought you said blue heaven or something. All right. Anyway, why is the Miz and Cesaro in a qualifying match against each other? I don't want to see the Miz in a qualifying match.
No.
He's the IC champion. Why?
They've done this before, remember? Like, they did it at Survivor Series, or, they do it at those kind of pay-per-views, and I don't understand, especially when you don't have that many titles right now. It doesn't make any sense.
Top 5. Yeah, I see that one. It doesn't make sense. And I get they're keeping the rivalry going, maybe. But now Cesaro beat him, and he's in the Money in the Bank. Okay? I don't want to see the Miz and Cesaro have anything to do with each other. So Miz should have a IC title. Well, I'm worried about them putting the Miz in the Money in the Bank, and he doesn't need to be.
Oh, he better not be. Because that should be a match all on its own. I'm sorry, but the U.S. title and the IC belt should both be on the line at Money in the Bank.
The IC champion shouldn't be involved in that.
Miz versus AJ Styles. I heard that rumor.
You could move AJ to the
I heard
IC.
that rumor.
What?
That might happen. That he's going to go with the IC right now because he's not in the main event. So have him go against the Miz.
Well,
I'd be all right
we
with
don't
it.
talk about AJ because when I get down to AJ, I'm going to talk more about it.
Okay.
Renee Young with Seth Rollins backstage. Seth Rollins runs into Stephanie. Stephanie tells Rollins that our business arrangement is over. Where that leads, I don't know. I can't wait to see. I don't know. What?
Yeah. I'm a little confused on that one. I want to know what it means. Like, is Rollins going to get screwed over by Reigns? Possibly?
Does Triple H come and help Rollins win the World Heavyweight title?
Or does Triple H come and help Reigns win the title? Think about it.
Oh, yeah. Rollins versus Triple H at SummerSlam. Could see it. I would rather see Rollins or Dean Ambrose
Yeah. No,
for the world title. So we'll see, though.
They wanted to do it last year.
I know. They've been trying to do it for a while. So then we had Jericho versus Apollo Crews in a qualifying match for Money in the Bank. Jericho wins and qualifies for Money in the Bank. Really?
What?
Really?
Apollo Crews?
Jericho?
Okay. Now, I see why they did it, and I don't like it. Here's my thing. Really? Do we really want to see Sheamus versus Apollo Crews right now? I don't. I think Apollo Crews should have been in it as a wild card because he's new and everything else. He should have been in it. But I also think you should build him up. He's one of these guys that he should be facing someone like Jericho. He should be facing someone that can put him over, but not Sheamus.
Jericho is not going to win Money in the Bank. There's no way that Jericho wins Money in the Bank. So why put him in a match?
It's like last
Why?
year.
He's not a great ladder match guy anymore.
No.
Why not Corbin? Corbin's going to be probably the big guy. They always put one big guy in the Money in the Bank.
Yeah, as long as it's not Kane.
Hopefully no, it'll probably be Corbin. I mean, I can see Corbin. But why do you put Chris Jericho? Chris Jericho does not RKO. Yeah, Randy Orton. That's a big question.
A rumor.
Supposedly he's still hurt, so I'm not sure if he'll be back. But Jericho moves slow now. Why is he in a Money in the Bank ladder match?
Just because
he's
of his
been
name.
in it before.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Just because of the name, man.
There's two names I don't understand this Money in the Bank. I'll talk about the second one a little bit later. The Big Show. Please, not the Big Show.
No.
Oh, not the Big Show. We don't need to see that big ladder again. Darren Young with Bob Backlund backstage vignette. Make Darren Young great again.
I love these.
I do too, but I need to see them come out to the ring.
I know.
Don't spend weeks and weeks and not bring them out.
But they're going to
Big
do
slow.
that.
I know.
You know?
Then we had JoJo with Baron Corbin. Ziggler walks in, interrupts. They don't have a match. Kaz comes out. Enzo comes out. He is back.
Did you hear that crowd when he came out?
Oh yeah, they love these guys, man, and they got a chance to be really, really great.
What he said was awesome.
Big Kaz versus if you haven't listened to it, make sure you listen to Enzo. It was great. Kaz pins Bubba with the Empire Elbow. Didn't know he had an Empire Elbow, but he does.
Yeah, he's got the East Side Crossing and the Empire Elbow. You didn't know this?
No. That could happen.
Must forgot to pay.
We're going to talk about that too. Charlotte comes out with Ric Flair and Dana Brooke. Come out. She tells Rick to leave. I'm going to say this. That is the best promo she has ever done.
Oh, absolutely.
Hands down. That is, I saw gold. I saw finally the number one diva in that division.
You see it now.
I saw after that, it took her talking crap to her father to get her. I love the real emotional promos. When it's real and you're talking, you could tell how personal that was, and it was great.
Yeah. And I think it's good, especially for her, because all it is, oh, that's Ric Flair's daughter. That's Ric Flair's daughter. No, this is Charlotte. This is Charlotte, and now she has a chance to be her own.
Right.
And it looks like they're going to recreate like a Four Horsemen with it. And it doesn't look like they're going to do Bayley, Sasha, and Becky, because it looks like Dana Brooke might be like the enforcer of the group. It looks like she's going to be like an enforcer type, which I'm kind of okay with.
I wouldn't be surprised, though, you see Sasha in this group. I wouldn't be
Possibly
surprised.
Tessa Blanchard might come up.
I wouldn't be surprised to see her in there as well. We'll see, and that's fine, because Tessa is a good worker.
And then you have them go against like Bayley and Becky and Natalia, you know?
Mr. Candlelight, that was great.
You'd have like Natalia, Becky, and Bayley all go against them.
Right.
I mean, this would be great. This would be really
the four
good.
pony girls.
Oh, that's horrible.
Good. That was fun. No, I could see that, man. But it was her best promo to date.
And I like Dana Brooke in this.
Dana Brooke.
I feel like, do you feel it was a last-second thing, though?
No, it was, but it was a good last-second thing. Usually they don't do good last-second things.
No.
This was great last-second thing. The best thing that's ever happened to Dana Brooke is Emma got hurt.
Yeah. I mean, she fits well with Charlotte, though.
Well, no,
she doesn't have to talk.
She's got the look.
Yeah.
She's muscular, but, not.
She's an enforcer type. That's what she's going to be.
Can it work? I think it can work.
Yeah.
I think it can work. But you got to have a number one face. Like, I think you don't do Sasha. I think Sasha could be a number one face to go against the four of them. But at the same time, I think Bayley could work against the four of them. But she's got to have other people like Paige. I think Paige could work. No, don't do Paige because you already messed that up.
I think you do Bayley, but then you get people like Paige. You get people like Becky. You get people to help her because the people, like, heck, Sasha and Bailey.
Natty needs to stay on Total Divas. No offense. Natalia, I love Natalia, but she has no charisma whatsoever.
I think if you did the Bailey thing, the 4-horse. No, it is not like the new Ghostbusters movie. Never say that.
No, that movie's horrible.
No, see, I believe this, though. If you do the Bailey thing, it'll work, and you have Natalia in the corner, kind of as the veteran diva.
No. You don't need a veteran diva. Yeah, no, you don't need that. If you're going to go with a Divas Revolution and go with a bunch of new divas, then go with a new divas.
Yeah. So who do you put with Bailey then?
Bailey,
you're going to do it. Who
you can put any. You could put Paige. You could bring up you could put Nia Jax as a face if you had to.
But that's if Paige is healthy, though.
Okay, you could. There's people you could do that.
Sarcasm. What does that mean?
Yeah. But there's people, this will drive everybody nuts. And, I don't think she's a great wrestler. I think Eva Marie would be great with Charlotte and Dana Brooke.
Oh, no. No. She would be she'd be like she'd be that one, the cocky one of the bunch.
Right.
She'd be great.
But you could put Bailey, Becky, and Sasha together and go against the four of them.
I'd be right.
I mean, you could do that.
And then you bring up Tessa. Bring up Tessa
to be the fourth one.
Just to be like, because she's got ties with her or something.
Well, you got Paul Ellering's daughter that is in
I
NXT.
heard about her.
You could bring her up and put her with them.
Who is she again?
Paul Ellering is the leader.
No, but Paul Ellering's daughter. Who's she go under?
Rachel Ellering.
Is it Rachel? I thought she actually had a different name though in NXT.
She's using her last name.
Wow.
Rachel Ellering.
She's being really bold for doing that.
But yeah, they're not. Tessa brings Tessa Blanchard. What's the difference? Charlotte used Charlotte, but everybody knows it's Ric Flair's daughter.
Well, we all knew that, but
Randy Richter. That's funny.
I mean, we don't see Sasha Banks going, "Oh, I'm related to Snoop Dogg."
Right.
But she does.
Yeah, she does. Ambrose versus Ziggler in Money in the Bank qualifying match. Rick is backstage with Arn. Of course, Ambrose wins. Renee Young with Rick. He leaves. Then we got Shining Stars promo. This is great. AJ Styles promo. He blames Anderson and Gallows. Gallows and Anderson come out. Styles says, "We are done." And it's Styles versus Owens. And Kevin Owens with the pop-up powerbomb. And that was the last match of the night. But first,
Wrestling with Attitude presents JP's Rants.
Number 2.
Awesome!
All right. Listen. Really, AJ Styles and Kevin Owens in a Money in the Bank? Yeah, like Lita, Trish. Yeah, you could. You could do that. And Trish says she wanted another match. But the last match of the night, and it's a pay-per-view match. AJ Styles, Kevin Owens, both of these guys should be in the title, in the Money in the Bank match. Instead of Chris Jericho. And let me introduce the newest member of Money in the Bank. That's in the match now. Alberto Del Rio.
Yeah, when the hell did that happen?
Botch Rio will be in the Money in the Bank. That happened on SmackDown this week.
We do not need to see Del Rio in...
And I hate to tell you, he's actually one of the favorites to win it. I could see him win. Quick story here, in case you don't believe. Last 2 years in a row, I've got all Money in the Bank winners right. I'm going to do it again.
You picked Sheamus last year?
I did. Yep.
Remember
you don't remember how mad you guys were? Every pay-per-view, some reason, that's the one I get right. Del Rio, though, is a favorite to win that match. I'm telling you. Disco
Inferno's going to win. He's going to come back, make his WWE debut.
But Del Rio, I mean, because think about it, all right? Cesaro is in that match, and he's who he's feuding with right now. The Miz isn't in it, but Sami Zayn's in it. Kevin Owens is in it. Well, no, yeah, Kevin Owens is in it. Those three have been feuding. Then you got Jericho and Ambrose is in it. I don't see either one of them winning it. And then Del Rio I mean, you know, is a favorite to win this match.
I could see Kevin Owens winning it.
Well, no, Sami Zayn's going to stop him.
Yeah.
Or one of them will win it, and then the other one will stop them from cashing in or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, please don't let Sami Zayn win it. He is not ready for the world title picture yet.
Yeah.
I like him, but he is not ready for that.
No,
I agree with you, JoJo.
I don't think they messed him up yet, though. I think AJ's just going through the motions right now. I think he'll be fine.
Well, from what I read, okay, or what I heard, is he is getting a big-time push.
AJ?
He will get a main event push here.
He's already getting
I talked to Melting Pot earlier, and he actually said it, but I agree with him. Everybody's in this already. You got 2 more spots to fill. I will have Baron Corbin be a 6th one, because you need a big guy in this match. Then the 7th guy, I would not announce it until the pay-per-view. And then at the pay-per-view, you want to debut somebody? Debut Finn Balor in Money in the Bank. Have him win it that night. Okay? Then him and AJ can feud over that Money in the Bank briefcase. Then one of them can cash in. Who wins, wins. You can have Anderson Gallows help AJ win. AJ versus The Miz. But then you can have AJ win the belt that way. I mean, this is the way you could do it. We'll give him creative way too much credit because I don't think it's going to happen. But
Or Anderson Gallows could screw over AJ.
Right, and go with Finn. And Finn Balor could win the World Heavyweight title. Not that night, but later down the road. Or he could do it that night, whatever.
That would be really cool.
But that would be a great way to debut him. Yes, he will be. But, you know, I want to see what they do. But they need to do something with Finn Balor.
Yeah, no.
That's special. You can't just... And don't forget, the NXT TakeOver event is June 8th. So in a couple weeks, okay? After that, because he's not going to beat Samoa Joe. He shouldn't beat Samoa Joe unless you're going to put him on Smackdown. You know,
unless
all
you're going to move
NXT,
Samoa
right.
Joe up.
Unless you're going to put NXT on Smackdown. But I would go ahead and have Samoa Joe beat him. And then is that what Triple H is tweeting about? The end.
Oh, you think it's Finn Balor's debut?
I mean, because you need to do something big for SmackDown.
You do. Well, you got to bring these players up. You got to bring him. You got to bring Bayley. You got to bring, bring Samoa Joe. You got to bring these people up.
You don't have to bring Bayley up yet. You can wait a couple weeks.
Well,
it's going to be interesting who goes against Charlotte now. But you could wait until after the Money in the Bank to bring Bayley up, because then at SummerSlam you could do that.
That's what I'm talking. I'm saying by SummerSlam, all of them need to be up. They need to be on that main roster, because when SmackDown, this brand thing hits, they need those people.
They would give out milk and cookies at live SmackDown.
I would. That would be awesome, man.
That's great. Good one, Sean. But yeah, I can see, it's going to be interesting. I don't think AJ is buried yet.
No.
I want to see more next week. Like I was telling JP, I was worried this week because I don't know what they're going to do with AJ now. Because he hasn't won the belt. He's not going to win Money in the Bank.
They'll put him probably against The Miz.
Maybe The Miz.
And I'm okay with it, actually, tell you the truth.
If they get Kurt Angle back. Yeah, milk and cookies. But no, I could see AJ getting a major push before SummerSlam, or because after Money in the Bank, you got one more pay-per-view, then you got
Battleground.
You got Battleground, then you got SummerSlam.
And you got to do something special for Battleground to set up SummerSlam.
Exactly.
And that might be the perfect way. Tell you the truth, you might bring Finn Balor in at Battleground just to set up SummerSlam. But I think it would be better if you do it at Money in the Bank.
You need to do it Money in the Bank.
Yeah, no, if you're going to do it.
If you're going to do it, don't wait until Battleground.
Yeah.
Battleground would be you wouldn't have enough time to build it up.
Yeah.
The way it should be built up.
And then that'll be the time Undertaker comes back.
Maybe. We'll see. I don't know about that.
Could it be Samoan push?
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be. All right, you got anything else?
Not really, man. It was good.
Let's go into one other segment for the show today, and it is, of course, Steven's favorite segment of the week.
Oh, we're doing it?
Too dirty to clean my act up.
Oh, man, I never get tired of that.
We do. We get tired of that.
No, you don't.
Yeah, we do.
You love it every week.
All right. Sure. Thanks. Wow, that was horrible. Real fast, this week's What If. A couple years ago, didn't do the wave by himself.
What if Little Steven didn't do the wave by himself? What if Arn Anderson didn't give up his spot in the
Four Horsemen? He had to, though. He had to, though.
But that...
That's a good one. All right, we can answer that one real fast. He had to. If he didn't, they listen. They screwed the Four Horsemen anyway because they always pushing them to the back. You know, after the original, NWO got pushed ahead of them. The LWO almost got pushed ahead of them. They added the wrong people. They added Steve McMichael.
You know, I'm waiting for WCW. Like, I'm waiting for them to get all the Nitros on the network. Because they're that faction I want to hear about that you probably hate. But I heard nothing but good things about it was the Old Age Outlaws. Where it was him, Larry Zbyszko, and like two other... They came back and like they did like a Four Horsemen thing. But on their own, and they would like attack like all the other factions in WCW at the time.
Larry Zbyszko and who?
Larry Zbyszko, Arn Anderson, and two other like old wrestlers.
No, after the Four Horsemen, he was done. He didn't come back after that.
He came back. Like, look it up. It's called the Old Age Outlaws. They call themselves the Old Age Outlaws or something like that. And it was a thing. Larry Zbyszko was the leader of it.
See it to dry out.
But, no, I mean, if he would not have given up a spot, I don't think it would have done anything. I agree with James on that. It wasn't going to make a difference. Now, I mean, at that time, the Four Horsemen were kind of done anyways.
Right. No, he did do it, but he didn't wrestle.
No, but he was... Yeah, but he was part of the group.
Right, but he didn't wrestle that group. That's my point.
But
yeah, anyway.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think it would have changed anything. I don't think anything would have happened because he was done. He had to retire. He would have been paralyzed if he didn't.
It wasn't the same Four Horsemen, so it didn't. He couldn't go anymore anyway. So I get it. I just think they put the wrong people in it.
Yeah.
Well. My what if this week, because it's Cody Rhodes. What if Cody Rhodes won Money in the Bank instead of Damien Sandow a couple years ago? Because if you remember correctly, it was if he didn't get hurt. Yeah, if he didn't get hurt to give up his spot.
I think Four Horsemen would have kept going.
They would have kept going, but they would have never been pushed again.
No.
It's just bad management at WCW.
And creative didn't like them. Right. Or people did not like them in the back for some reason.
Because they were the old school and they didn't.
That's what it was.
Cody Rhodes won Money in the Bank instead of Damien Sandow. Would Cody Rhodes actually been a heavyweight champion and Sandow wouldn't have lost to Cena?
In my opinion, I think it would have helped Sandow. Like, it would have gave Sandow a bigger push if Cody Rhodes won it. Because I think you would have had a feud with them anyways. You would have had a feud against the Rhodes Scholars anyways, probably.
Well, you got to remember, Cody Rhodes was the face.
Yeah. So, you would have, I think he would have been a better heel. Sandow would have been a better heel as of people would have took him more seriously. He wouldn't have got to the back of the line. I think it would have helped him, but it would have also helped Cody, too. I think it would have pushed Cody to the top, and he probably would have been I don't want to say WWE champion. I think he would have been a world
heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
So you don't think it would have helped him?
I think it would have.
Do you think Cody Rhodes would have been a heavyweight champion?
Absolutely. If he would have won that, absolutely. They were not gonna let Cody Rhodes lose that to Cena.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm
you
giving
never
them
know.
way too much credit.
Much credit, dude.
Way too much credit.
I think he would have been a heavyweight champion. I think Cena would never beat him for the Money in the Bank.
Well, all I know is they would have had a good match. I could tell you that.
Yeah.
At least they'd have a good match.
All right, well, there you go. We got one more little segment.
And now it's time for Superstars of the Week.
Well, since you ain't here Stardust anymore, who are your 3 stars this week?
Man, that is a toughie. Well, I'm going to steal yours. Seth Rollins, I'm going to give it. Just welcome back, buddy. Just take it easy with that leg. We don't want to see another injury, really. I'll give it to him.
Rollins Sandow and Christian. All right. Before we go any farther, who wins the Periscopian of the week?
The Periscopian of the week. I'm going with Sean.
Dude. It's tough.
I'm going with Sean, man.
Oh, it's tough.
I mean, Mr. Candlelight had a good 2-week run, but Sean just made me giggle like a little schoolgirl today. So I am giving it to Sean.
Tell me you didn't just say that.
Yeah, I did, Booker T.
God.
I did.
Wow, I was going to give it to Sean until you just said that. Oh, man, Sean, he just killed your chances. No.
Come on.
I got to give it to Sean also. Candlelight, you did great, man, but I got to say Sean got you this week.
Yeah, I'm going with Sean.
So next week,
Sean, you are the new
JoJo. Get in on it, man. You got to insult him more.
Yeah, because that's how it works apparently
That's how it
around
works.
here.
The one that comes up with the best insults to him wins the Periscopian of the week.
Yeah. That's
Anyway.
a little unfair, but okay.
No. Yes, you did. You probably needed JP tonight. He'll be back next week. It's a rough week at school, so
Yeah.
he'll be back next week. And hopefully Scott.
You'll probably have either one half or both of the creepers back next week.
So who else is your stars
All right,
of the
so
week?
Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns.
All right.
Give it to Roman. He won.
All right.
Won fair and square. And Enzo, welcome back.
All right. Mine's easy. Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, and Charlotte.
You know, you could give it to Christian just because we were talking about him
No,
today.
I'm going to give one to Charlotte
What?
because she had a great week.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up and give up for your one-time world-famous Periscope champion.
Hey, thank you for everybody on Periscope sticking around and making our show great once again. And hopefully we'll have everybody else back next week.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody have a great week in wrestling, and we will see you later.
There's a hurricane coming through.